welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a quick get ready with me video. I'm actually on my way to lunch with one of my friends. So I wanted to get ready with you guys, just show you kind of what I do for kind of like my go-to easy everyday makeup, where I want to look put together but like nothing over the top or dramatic. So kind of the focus is really like on the complexion, that glowy skin, and then just kind of enhancing the eyes naturally, nothing over the top, no false lashes. So if you guys want to see how I do my easy everyday makeup routine, just keep watching. Alright guys, so I've already primed my skin with the Tarte Cleanless Slate Poreless Primer, and then I'm going in with the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation. I'm in the shade Light Medium Neutral, and I'm just dabbing that into my skin using my Morphe M439 brush. And I do have a full review and demo on my channel. If you're interested, I will link that down below. I have been absolutely loving this foundation so far, although I think my shade is a little bit too light for me, but I'm going to make it work today. And then I'm going in with my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Aqua Sealer. This is in the shade Light Medium. And I also reviewed this concealer on that same video, so I'll link that down below if you want to hear my thoughts on this concealer. So just taking that to the under eye area and then blending this out with my damp Real Techniques sponge. And as always, I'm going to go in and set my concealer using my Laura Mercier translucent powder and just dabbing that in the under eye area. And now I'm going in with the Sephora Luminizing Drops, and this is in the shade Morning Light, and it's just kind of a beautiful champagne color. This is a liquid illuminator, and this is actually my first time trying out this product. I really liked it so far, but I kind of need to play with it a little more to get the hang of it and the best way to use it. But just highlighting the high points of my face, you know, the high points of my cheekbones, Cupid's bow, tip of the nose, bridge of the nose. And now I'm going in with my all-time favorite bronzer. This is my Chanel Tan de Soleil cream bronzer, and just bronzing up the skin with this, so taking it to my cheekbones, my temples, hairline. This is my absolute favorite product, especially for the spring and summer months, because it just gives you a naturally kind of like sun-kissed look. It's nothing heavy or cakey on the skin. It's just very lightweight, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. I also like to take a little bit underneath the bottom lip to give it kind of like a subtle shadow and make your lip look a little more pouty. And then I also go into the sides of the bridge of the nose just to kind of balance out the entire face for the slightest nose contour. And now that I'm done with my cream products, I can move on to powders. I'm going in with the Anastasia That Glow Kit, and I'm taking the shade Bubbly and Dripping in Gold and mixing the two together. And I'm taking this to the high points of my face, placing this over the areas where I used that liquid illuminator. And I think they just look so beautiful together. The powder highlighter just looks so nice on top of that liquid, and it just kind of sticks to it almost and just gives you the perfect glow. And then I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer just to set the areas where I used my cream bronzer, because I am oily and I don't want the product to kind of move throughout the day. This is not necessary if you don't have oily skin. You can skip this step, but it also kind of darkens, you know, the areas that I bronzed a bit as well. And for blush, I'm going in with one of my favorites for the spring and summertime. This is MAC Spring Sheen, and it just gives your cheeks really the most beautiful sheen, like it says. It's kind of like a peachy shade and has a little bit of like gold shimmer in it. So just taking that to the cheekbones, and then I like to blend this out with a stippling brush just to kind of soften the edges and make sure everything is nice and seamless, and it kind of gives you like that airbrushed effect by blending it out. So I go a little hard with the blush and then blend it out to soften things up a bit. And then I'm going to go in and prime my lids using the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This is my all-time favorite eyeshadow primer. So just taking that to my entire lids to make sure that my shadows last throughout the day and prevents any creasing. And then I'm going to go on to brows. I'm using the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo in the shade Dark Brown. So I just comb out my brows with a spoolie first, and then I'm using an angled brow pencil or a brow brush. I believe this is from Sedona Lace, and just want to start defining the brows. I really like to use a powder on days where I'm going for more of like a soft, natural look, just because I feel like it's not as harsh. You know, sometimes using like a pencil or a brow gel can be a little too dark. So just as you can see from one brow to the next, it really just gives it a lot of structure. And then I'm going in with the Benefit Give Me Brow to set my brows. I love this stuff. So just combing through the brows, this will give it a little bit more color and just set all those little brow hairs in place. And for eyeshadows today, I'm going in with the Manny MUA palette with Makeup Geek, and I'm mixing this shade Sora and Frappe, and it just gives you this nice kind of light brown bronzy shade. And just taking that into my crease using my Morphe E27 blending brush. This is kind of my favorite combination lately for every day, but you can use any light brown shade that you have. I always tend to lean more towards like the warmer brown shades, so as you can see it kind of has like an orangish undertone. I really like that. I feel like it just really brightens up the face. So just dusting that into the crease, nothing too neat. You just want to softly diffuse that and just give you a little bit of definition to the eyes. And then I'll also take a little bit and just dust that on the lower lash line. Mostly just in like the outer third of the lower lash line, just for a little bit of definition, nothing too heavy or dark at all. And then I'm going in with the Pure Cosmetics eye polish in the shade Cashmere, and I completely forgot to show you guys what the product looks like on camera, but it's a beautiful cream eyeshadow, and this is kind of like a gold shimmer shade. So I'm just taking that to my finger and popping that to the lids. And I think it's just beautiful. You can use any, gold, or like I like to substitute it with a champagne or peachy shimmer shade. I think is perfect for spring and summer. And then just blending out those edges with that fluffy blending brush. And then I'm going to highlight my brow bone with this shade called Artemis and Beaches and Cream from the Manny and Makeup Geek palette. I like to mix the two together because one's very shimmery and one's a matte, and it kind of gives you a nice blend by mixing the two. And then I'm going to go back into the Anastasia Glow Kit, and I'm taking that shade called Sunburst, and I'm using that for my inner tear duct just for a nice pop and highlight. This is one of my favorite colors because it's so bright and vibrant and just really opens up the eyes. So now I'm going in with my Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner in the shade Black is Black, and I'm using this to tightline my upper lash line. This is just going to really make your lashes look thicker. And I've been using the gel liner because I feel like it doesn't transfer as much to my lower waterline, but you can use any black pencil liner or whatever liner you prefer. If I have extra time, I will actually line the upper lash line or maybe give me a quick wing, but I was kind of in a hurry today, so I feel like tight lining is the minimum that I like to do. And then I'm going to go in and curl my lashes. And for mascara today, I'm using the Tarteist mascara by Tarte. I think it's their newest mascara, and I've actually really been liking it. So I am going to do a full review and demo, so that should be up on my channel soon. But it just makes your lashes so long and dark and voluminous while separating them at the same time, which I really appreciate. And I also like to take a little bit of mascara to the outer half of the bottom lashes. I feel like it just really opens up the eyes. And then moving on to lips, I'm lining my lips with the NYX lip liner in the shade Peekaboo Neutral first. And then I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade Double Dare. And this is one of my favorite kind of everyday neutral colors. I think it's so beautiful. It's nothing too dark or dramatic, but yet it still gives you a nice color to the face, and I think just brightens the face. And then I also will do a colorful lip option for you guys if you want more of a bold lip. This is the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade Bachelorette, and it's one of my favorites at the moment. I think it's so beautiful for spring and summer. So this is the completion of the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you guys in my next video. Back from the dead.